morning. Oh, got the briskets going. Put those on. Welcome to MuddyfeetTV. No, we put the briskets on last night about 10 o'clock. And they're doing good. 225 is what I'm cooking them at. And of course it's 6:30 now. I haven't touched this thing, so from essentially 10:30 when I finished to now, the cooker's at 200 degrees. So, and it was 225 when I left it, but I had it going real good with the firebox. So that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. We are at the lake. It's 4th of July weekend, and we're expecting some nice weather. It's cloudy now, but we think it'll burn off. There's a little chance of rain a little bit, but we're not gonna let that stop us. There's the old crappie house. I don't know if it's gonna get out or not, if we're gonna get it out, but who knows? Who knows what we're gonna get into today? We don't have anything on the agenda except to eat some fine Texas barbecue tonight. But we're gonna get these wrapped up and full, and then let them go for another 6 hours. 10, 12, I'm trying to think. Maybe not, yeah, well, 10, 12, another 4. So, yeah. They'll go another 8 hours, 9 hours, something like that. Anyway, we'll full, do that, and let them do their thing. So, all right. Well, I figure it's been a month and a half since I've done a garden update. Onions, they're gone. Need to do a little grass weed control. But we have been super busy, and we have gotten a ton of tomatoes off these things. Looks like the peppers got a few peppers, got some blooms. Cabbage, that looks pretty rough, don't it? There's a little bitty one. It's coming along. It's looking kind of rough. I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. The squash, we've had a lot of rain, and it's just played heck with our squash. We got some blooms, but I guess eventually it'll do something. I'm thinking this is cucumbers right here, and there's some blooms for it. Garden just ain't doing what it usually does. It's just been a rough year, I think, for us. But we got a lot of tomatoes still on here. That Dallas crabgrass. There's actually some squash. There, you can see that. There. Tomatoes are, like I said, we've picked a ton of tomatoes. I picked 2 plastic grocery sack fulls day before yesterday, and then there's a lot left. I don't see a lot of blooms, but I guess they'll get going. I'm gonna back out. What is that little dude up there? He ain't making much. But the onions are hanging. My sister and my mother, I think they pulled all them up Memorial Day weekend. We'll walk around there in a minute. This, I think that's going to be okra. I think. And I believe these are going to be black-eyed peas here. Now I may have that backwards. But this stuff here, it has shot up over the last couple of days. So I'm going to get the hoe out. I guess it's going to dry up a little bit. It's pretty soggy in there. But yeah, I think this is okra. It's got 5 rows of okra, and he's got 5 rows of black-eyed peas coming up. So, you know, it hadn't been one of our better years, but it's still not bad. That's a deal. Make a big deal out of that. Hopefully get some cucumbers to make some pickles out of those. Here's onions. They're hanging. They like to let those hang, and they'll last. Well, there's not a lot of them. I think some are on a basket somewhere. They had a good rain and hailstorm about right before Memorial Day weekend, and it just absolutely beat the tops off these onions and beat them down. So a lot of them we couldn't hang up. But those will last, but till winter like that. But like this year, we just don't have as many. So those will get eaten by the end of the summer. Those will all be gone. Okay, here's you a garden update. Here's the not so peachy peach trees. They need a little work. These trees really hadn't been a really great provider for peaches for some reason. I don't know if they need to be cut back or what. Maybe somebody on here knows something about peach trees can give us some advice. We got 2 of them, but that over, it's pretty poor too. I don't know if they just need to be cut back or what, or if it's just not a good variety, or maybe somebody can graft them. I don't know. Those almost look like apricots, but they're not. They're peaches. So, okay, well, let's go get into something else. We'll harsh a little bit.
happy with the quality of this bellies. And the thing is, it comes in by the case. Usually we get a couple of bad pieces, but you know, it's enough to overcome. The good pieces are enough to overcome the bad. But this is a bad. This whole box really is pretty thin. Really isn't that great. But we're gonna make do. If anything, we'll have something to put them black-eyed peas when they get ready in the garden. Season them up. I just hate paying premium price and you get a shit chunk of meat like we got on this deal. And they're frozen, so if you open the box up, you can't tell. You can't tell there either because you can't get the meat apart. It's just a bad deal. We got them all bagged up, and we're gonna go and put a lot vacuum seal on them, and just enough, more or less, just enough to pull just a little air out and seal this in, and then they're gonna be good for 6 days. And we'll put them in the cooler here, and every once a day, come in here, flip them over. I don't know if it matters or not, but it may not matter now that I vacuum seal it. We'll see. But first time I've done this, I'm curious how this turns out. And luckily, it's pretty poor meat. It was expensive, but it's not great quality. And but if we lose it, I'm not heartbroken. And it's a lesson learned for next time. So let's go vacuum seal this. Man, the day has gone by so fast. It's already time to put the ribs on. We gotta trim them up a little bit, pull the silver skin off of them, throw a little seasoning on them, call it good. These gonna take about 4.5 hours. Well, they'll probably go on in about 4.5 hours, I imagine. We're still cooking at 225. The briskets are fixing to come off. They've done enough damage. we got everything seasoned. I'll turn that joker up just a little bit. Fix to pull these briskets off. 3 of them are going in the cooler, and 1 of them is going in the warmer where it'll rest, and we'll slice it up for supper. What a meal. What a deal. Potatoes are ready for potato salad. Those are soft. They're going in the refrigerator to cool down. So, good old Texas barbecue and the sides to go with it. So, see you in a minute. Right here is where I just switched gears on y'all. Up until now, everything I've been cooking on or with has been bur oak, post oak, whatever you want to call it. It's these trees right here. You can tell those limbs, leaves. Anyway, the bark. That's a bur oak, post oak. That's what I've been cooking on so far. Strictly just that. Now, I've got 3 different types of wood here. This is a hickory. I'm just not getting really fond with the hickory. It's just because I don't know if I didn't grow up with it. Growing up, my dad always used oak, or the bur oak, or post oak, and that here is pecan. So, just what I tend to like. And really, my pork, it smells good. I love the smell of pecan burning. Good gosh, it smells good. But with my pork, I like a lot of pecan. But you know, my coal base is all oak. So now that I've taken the briskets off, I've got the ribs on, and so I put 3 good sticks of pecan on top of the oak coals, and it'll be a fantastic flavor, unbelievable. So that's what's going on now. Yeah, I did it again. I got caught up in the moment and really didn't finish out what we had going on, but this is kind of there's some of the ribs, there's some of the brisket, potato salad, coleslaw, and I didn't get the video out, but there's some battle scars pulling out of, I don't know, he's probably about 10-12 pound flathead out from under. So, but yeah, we've ate supper, and we're gonna get all this picked up and put in the refrigerator and put up. We'll haul you out a while.